What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another unofficial BandHead reaction video where I'm your host, Orlando J. And today we have another special one. So I want to dig deep down into my creative bag, or at least as creative as I possibly can. Because as you guys know, we're always doing reaction videos to HBCU marching bands, and now we're including bands outside of the HBCU world. But I wanted to do a unique one because I wanted to talk about the sounds of the Ocean of Soul through the years. So we're going to be covering the 2000s pretty much up into current day 2022. TxSU has gone through multiple band directors since then. I don't know them all, and those that I can remember, I will definitely try to mention them, their time as band director. But before I dive into it, I want to actually play a video that I found on YouTube, and a brother actually said, hey, yes, please share this message on your YouTube channel. You have a little bit of a following. People deserve to hear this message. So the name of this brother's YouTube channel is TJ the Football Prof. I'll post, a chat somewhere around here of us discussing, hey, yes, put this on your channel. You have some great content, and I really appreciate that, TJ. And thank you so much for subbing, and likewise, I reciprocate. And shout out to all the new subs, by the way. So thank you guys for subbing. I really appreciate it. Make sure you continue to do so. Share this, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. So anyway, today is going to be the sounds of the Ocean of Soul through the years of 2000. That's going to be like 4 or 5 videos, and I'm going to cover. I'm not going to do a ton of videos, but as we go through these sounds, right, and we hear the band, the changes of the band, I'm going to do my best to point out what I think changed over the course of the years, and I want you to do the same. Comment down below, and leave me a unique comment. Actually, send me an email. I want to try something different. Send me an email, right? My email should be somewhere, theunofficialbandhead@gmail.com. And if you're interested in reacting to something like this for another band, email me, and I'd love to have you on the show. I'd love to have you on the show to actually react with me, right? So I think that'd be cool. So let's get into this brother's story about the current band director, who you all know is Brian Simmons at this time at Texas Southern. So let's hear what he has to say.
I want to tell you a story right quick, right? So a good friend of mine, her daughter is into band, right? And I love band. I love everything about marching bands, and her daughter's into band, just like my son.
Salute to you, brother.
And she was telling me a story about she was traveling all over the state, everywhere with her daughter, with all of these band camps and doing all of these things. She said, but they had one event that was taking place. I think it was in New Orleans. It's a big band camp battle festival, whatever was going on. So a lot of the kids from Baton Rouge came down to New Orleans to challenge. And she said she couldn't make that event, but she gave her daughter $20 for to go eat after the event, right? And y'all know how we do when our kids are going to these things and we can't be there. We make sure they got the money that they need to go eat and do whatever they need to do. And she said,
by the way, shout out to all the bad parents out there. Because my mother was one, right? Traveling. If you're in high school and, you're in band, it's nothing better than waking up and, doing your travel thing, hitting band camps. It's the dopest.
Well, my daughter lost the $20. And she said, the daughter was like, well, I wasn't really worrying about it. I was mad that I lost it, but I wasn't really sweating it too much because I know my mom was going to come pick me up, right?
That boy from the know, I can hear his accent. Shout out to Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? That's the home state for me.
Afterwards, and I'll eat then. So when the rest of the band goes to eat, I'll just sit out from that and just wait till my mom get there. And that was her plan. Well, the band director, who was over this camp experience, noticed that she was sitting out. She wasn't eating with the rest of the children. The story makes me emotional.
Wow.
He noticed the young lady wasn't eating with the rest. She wasn't eating with her section. She wasn't eating with the rest of the band. It was a whole group of band members from several different schools, all blended in together. And there was this one child over here who wasn't eating.
He whipping out the Steve. Wah. But no, for real. Like, I could feel his emotion inside of the story, and it's impactful. And that's the concept of band to me. It's not just about, because those musicians have a connection to the musicality or the music, right? It's also the other things in between that makes a director unique, right? I have a few directors, maybe 1 or 2 directors that, in my mind, when I was marching, that like stuck to me. You know what I'm saying?
She said the band director went over there and asked her why she's not eating. She said, I lost the $20. Said the band director went in his pocket, gave her $20, told her go eat. So when the mom picks up the daughter, right? She picks up the daughter.
We could tell he's trying to hold back the tears, man. Like when someone has the ability to make that sort of impact on your life, not just your life, but obviously your kids, that's what band is about. It's a family, you know what I'm saying? It's a brother and a sisterhood that goes beyond just not just band but music. You know, that's what I always thought the beauty of music is. And obviously there's politics, but that's a whole nother story.
And the daughter tells her what the band director did. He wasn't her band director directly. He was over a whole camp of kids. Go give the band director his $20 back. She gave him the money to go give it back to him. And I posted this video just to tell you about this guy, because you should know who this is. She said when her daughter got over there to the band director to give him the money back, he walked the daughter back to the car and said, I didn't ask you for that back. That wasn't a loan. I gave her that. And he started joking with him. You should, at this point, stay out of our business. We had already resolved that, and they all had a laugh. But that story was so precious to me.
I'm gonna kind of fast forward a little bit because I want to get to the him introducing who the person is. But before I do that, I just want to say that, shout out to any band director that doesn't see just a pocketbook, right, or clout, right? These are the things that you really don't see when it comes to these marching bands. Now, I don't know if it's the same way inside of the the major institutions, right? But in the HBCU world, this is the love and the unity that and how it should be. The beauty of coming together, like the power of that and the impact that's having, right? But I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because I want to kind of hear him get to the other side of the story.
Brian Simmons, is about really caring about these kids, man. And that guy was Brian Simmons.
Shout out to Brian
Simmons from Southern University. And talking to my friend, she told me, because I just thought her daughter was a shoo-in to go to Southern. She said, no, my daughter is at Texas Southern. She went with that band director. When he left from Southern, all of the kids he could grab went with him to Texas Southern. So I just wanted to say to the people at Texas Southern, because y'all don't know this story. And his announcement was lost during COVID when they announced that Brian Simmons. That's true. I was wondering where he was. So I was looking at Southern band trying to spot him, because I'm a band head, man. I follow these guys. I'm a fan of marching bands, and when I didn't see him, I was wondering where he is.
So I'm gonna stop it right there. I'll leave the link down to the original video in the description if you guys want to go over there and check it out. Thank you so much, TJ, the football prophet, for sharing that story. And shout out to Southern University, because he is a Southern University alum. And so a lot of who he is and what he's become is through Southern University Marching Band in his previous years prior to becoming who he is today. And shout out to Texas Southern for giving Brian Simmons the opportunity. I don't think there's any bad blood between Southern and Texas Southern. It's gonna be probably over the next couple of years in regards to like recruiting, because this is a major recruiting thing, right? That Brian Simmons does. He's out in the streets. He's like out here like witnessing, like, going out touching the people. You know what I'm saying? This is touching, man. This is like him touching people, and like those people feeling his energy and then being drawn to that sort of that feeling that you get right in bands. So without further ado, guys, listen to the full story down in the description. But let's go through the sounds of Texas Southern through the 2000s, right? We're going to check out a couple of different clips. Let's get into it. All right, so first up, we have Texas Southern from the year 2000, right? Maybe 1999, something like that. right? Yeah, so this is a fifth quarter battle between Texas Southern and Morris Brown, so you know how far back that goes. And yeah, let's get into it. Baritones leading on the melody. First of all, you could tell this pretty old. Look how loose those jerseys are and how big those shoulder pads are. But anyways, baritones leading in the melody. They sound good. They sound really good. Not a real big band either. So I don't think they ever really have been super big. But if so, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Trumpet strong. Air horns. Ooh, tubas. Tubas humping, boy. Alright, so that sounded really good. The tubas were popping. Trumpets were definitely strong. Brass was definitely strong. So I could tell the brass and the trumpets were probably two of the strongest sections. Specifically the Euros, like they were strong. Seriously, they were strong. Yeah, let's get to the next one. All right, so next up we have Texas Southern 2006. So we're going to 2000. We're jumping to 2006 now to see how they evolve, right? So we know that the Euros and the trumpets were strong. Then the tubas were strong too back in 2000. Like them tubas was something serious. But in recent years, you know, Texas Southern was really known more for their brass, right? Their Euros, their trombones. So it's been interesting. But let's go. Trumpets. What song is this? I forgot. That melody stands out right away. Nice trumpets. Ooh, F horns. Okay. Oh, yo. baritones. Yeah. Oh, I see you with the what? The trumpets and the F1 sitting on top of each other in the melody. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. That was a well-balanced band. The F horns were able to take lead and sound strong. The trumpets were able to take lead and sound strong. The baritones, Euros, were able to take lead and sound strong. The trombone was able to hold down the overall melody as well. So, I mean, 2006 was a strong year for Texas Southern, man. Like, that was pretty good. 2000 was all right, too. But 2006, they seem a little stronger. And it's not overblowing, right? It sounds well balanced. It's like no one's trying to overblow the other person. That was just like a nice little ballad. You know what I'm saying? The dynamics were great. Shout out to Texas Southern 2006. If you're from that year, comment down below. Send this to your homies. You know what I'm saying? Next up, we got 2016. Let's see how the sound has evolved since 2000, 2006, 2016. It's 10 years later. What happened in 10 years? Let's get it. Evidently, the media has went to the next level. Camera quality. Next level. All right, shout out to the UNofficial media team. Yeah, a lot of trombones. Tuba's humping. F horns. Woo. I hear brass all day. That looked like some kind of battle of band they was at. But listen, I think this was the year Gibson was the band director. If you guys know who the band director was in 2006 or the 2000s, comment down below. Yeah, what do you guys think about that? I heard a lot of brass. It was very heavy brass this year. I hear the trumpets. I hear the F horns coming out a little bit, but they're kind of sitting underneath. The trumpets are sitting underneath the F horns a little bit, and they kind of carry each other. Seems like whenever they wrote the melody, they kind of wrote it to like kind of combine the two sounds to give it more of a stronger sound. I don't think the trumpets are real strong in this particular year, but not from 2006 though. Trumpets were clearly in 2000. They sound really strong in that year. Matter of fact, they're leading more of the melody. Here it seems like the brass are leading more of the melody, but overall, man, they thumping. They got some power. But why is the power though? What changed over the years? Could it be a competitor that forced them to change their sound? More on that later. Let's get into the next one. All right, guys, this one is Texas Southern from the year 2022, Fish Scale by NBA Youngboy. All right, so this is this year. What has the sound become? Now, keep in mind, this is Brian Simmons' second year leading the Texas Southern Ocean of Soul. So let's see how this plays out. Yeah, I can hear a difference. Did I dig you? All right. Okay. First of all, I have one word for you to define that. Color. Color. Lots and lots of color. If you listen to each band, now I know the audio is a little distorted, but even in the distortion of the audio, it's still something unique about the color of the band in 2022 versus in 2016. They sound very dark, like a dark sound. But in here I heard the vibrancy, the timbre, the color, the it's like I don't know how they do that. I don't know if it's his arrangements, how he has them tuning the instruments now, the instrumentation, the tonguing, some of the actual scoring to the strength of the band, and then also color, like what you want to bring out according to who's leading in that melody. Like I can hear color in 2022 more than I did in 2016. I hear it was kind of like a dark sound, very heavy, very powerful. This is more like balanced in my opinion. In 2006, I could tell that every section can hold their own, but there was definitely some vibrancy there, but the timbre and the color was not as strong as it was in 2022. Now again, that could be because of the audio discrepancy, so who knows. But in 2000, I also hear similar trends of 2000, 2006, and 2022. Now I would have to find other years to see if maybe there was a transition, but I could definitely hear a difference. If you can hear the difference, comment down below and let me know what you think about that. And shout out to Brian Simmons for Karen. You guys heard that story in the beginning, right? If you didn't, if you just skipped, go back to the beginning and listen to the story, right? This is what bandmanship is all about. This is the family. This is what it's about, helping other kids to see what that looks like. And then the recruiting. You heard him say that a lot of the students came, or a couple, I don't know if it's a lot, right? But some students did leave Southern and go to Texas Southern with Brian Simmons this year, right? So we can see the numbers as they climb this year, and then you can hear the sound, right? That Southern branch is just kind of breaking off, right? You know what I'm saying? It's just spreading its roots into the band world. It's crazy. It's crazy. But comment down below, let me know what your thoughts are. This was amazingly dope. Thank you to everybody that decided to stick through to the end. Share this with everybody in the band community, whether you're in the white band, black band, major institution, lower institution. I'm gonna be the bridge. Let me be the bridge, right? Come here to hear every band. Doesn't matter whether they're white, black, it don't matter. If you know they got good sound and they sound good playing something, whether you like the arrangement, let's talk about it, right? This is a band reaction channel. Let's make it happen. Peace, grand love. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm out of here.